a date answer, but don't trust the highlighted answer. Just like find
Hmm?
it. Yeah, let's read an answer. If you find the answer, tell me.
Okay, number three. Wait, let me open. Is it letter A?
Letter 8, correct?
It's letter B.
Yeah, crowded, noisy. All right.
Um, hmm, it is letter C. Letter D.
But what means?
Hmm?
Repercussions, what does it mean?
Repercussions is like backlash.
Not exactly, but it's okay. Let's accept it.
Okay. Letter A.
Accepted, yes.
Is it letter A?
Letter A, correct. But what means? The common word means to assert, to point it out, to contend, to confirm.
Oh, okay. Is it letter C?
Letter C, I don't think so.
Mm,
Letter C means something extinct, passed over, die forever.
or not like a sound or saying out loud something?
No. But remember, use the style of subject verb agreement and subject verb object leader did what to his commitment. We don't know, but we have calling to prove. Actions revealed his unwavering dedication to advancing the cause.
Convinced,
No. That's
like revealed.
to convince. This is right.
Is it letter D?
Letter D, accepted.
Is it letter A?
Letter A, accepted. Similar appearance.
Is it letter D?
Letter D. I don't think so.
Mm.
But why you check in here the least one? Why didn't take?
Um, 11 and 13.
No, just my if it is that it will be D. But why didn't take 10?
Mm.
We have a relationship between proximity and abundance of rocks. And this relationship was especially strong in spring. So this is one. So the problem why you take 30. So relationship here means it does not mean the opposite. Here fewer and the 30 here fewer. So you need fewer. So it's a 10.
Mm.
So the problem is the definition relationship, you know.
Okay. Mm. Is letter A?
Letter A, I don't think so.
Mm.
Letter A, you mentioned far too controversial to be accepted, or it's accepted. As you mentioned, here confirmation of complex organic. It means presented evidence.
Or letter B because there is evidence.
Yes.
Is letter A?
Accepted.
letter A.
letter A. No.
آه. letter D. letter D.
Letter B. It's correct.
Is it letter A?
Letter A. Yes.
Is it letter B?
Letter B. It's correct. But why take a lot of time?
Was making sure.
Yeah, my dear friend.
Is it letter D?
Letter D is correct. Remember something as I told you, always check the rules. Is before calling sentence or fragment. So all of them phrases. Compound, preposition phrase, look to the end, preposition phrase. So it's a fragment. Before full stop, it must be complete. It's a fragment, so both of them wrong. We follow the rules. Before calling, it must be complete sentence. Remember, I always say sentence. Sentence means it can be simple sentence, complex, compound, whatever. We have four. But here it's a fragment, all the phrases. Letter C, we have a common mistake in English. If the writer starts with phrase or phrases, you must have comma before you start your sentence. Biologist and then verb. So we have complete sentence after the phrases. So this comma is necessary. Rules. So we should have. Remember, we have specific rules for your test, not general in English. So comma is necessary. Number 16. 16, it is the same. Look at the punctuation and check the rules. Here we have calling, here we have semicolon. We need to check is before complete. Here, subject verb, then the meaning is complete. We have relative clause, we have phrases to complete the meaning. Now, after is complex or not? The lyrics,
Yeah.
it's not complete. Semicolon before and after it must be complete sentence, whatever the sentence is, simple or not. But after it's a fragment. This information is fragment. Why? Because there is no verb. This is present participle phrase. So semicolon is wrong. This is rules. Check the calling. Is before calling complete? Yes. Is after calling explanation? This is a challenge. He said combine the three elements. What are they? 1, 2, 3. So we have list to clarify something mentioned before. Mentioned in the sentence before calling. Remember, it must be something mentioned in the sentence before calling, not in the paragraph. In the test, we'll test everything in sentence before. So yes, so letter C is the best. Comma, a mistake. Because if you used complete sentence, comma, information, that means a positive phrase to describe something mentioned before the comma. So this information to describe pieces, lyrics, vocalization to describe the pieces or the elements? The elements. So something mentioned in the sentence, not before the comma directly. If it is before the comma directly, you need comma. Remember, because we call it a positive phrase to describe something before the comma directly. But this information does not describe pieces. So the comma is not correct. So this is structure correct, complete sentence, comma, a positive phrase correct. If it describes the word before the comma, but here not. And of course, here we need punctuation. Why we need punctuation? Because the writer must make clear what is the relationship between this part and the sentence. Calling means explanation. So no punctuation is not accepted in academic writing. This is a common trap in your test, in medium questions and hard. That's all. So we check the rules of punctuation. Number 17.
Number 16. Is letter D.
Letter leads correct, but what is the trick? The trick is modifier. We give you a positive information, whatever the phrase is. And then we need the subject. What is compared to other scientists and mathematicians? Range is a subject. Korean citizen fields subject. Range is subject. Here, person. Logically, you compare person to person. So we test you for logical comparison by using modifiers. So find the subject can help you. So let it be logically in order.
Letter C.
Letter C, accept.
Is it letter A?
Letter A, correct, but why?
Why? Because it's in past.
No. Number one here, sentence number one mentioned past. But is the second action happened in past? Yes. Using past participle phrase. Motivated. So after motivation, they did something. So the second one, development at the same time. So it must be past. We have only one past. That's why. Now, Omar, let's revise. Here we test you about
Yeah.
something. I don't need the answer. I like you to know what is the point. Memorize it because it's every time. I told you about the position of the transition words as three.
Letter. Hmm?
It's a letter A, but we need to know why. We have
Because it connected two independent clauses and there's two independent clauses, so it needs to collect them.
no number one here. You see, and. So the first one, it's a simple sentence. All right, I don't care. It can be any sentence. So complete sentence. And then we have another sentence, complete sentence. Now we test you. We test you where the position of the transition words at the beginning of the following sentence. At the beginning, it must be followed by comma. Must be followed by comma. So this is the transition word followed by comma. Here we don't have comma. Why it's followed by comma at the beginning of the sentence? So delete without comma. So B is wrong. Here semicolon wrong. So you must determine the position of the transition words first at the beginning of the following. So now we need to check A or C. You must close the previous sentence with full stop, semicolon, with single dash, with colon, any clear punctuation. Not only comma, because comma means comma splice mistake. Complete sentence, comma splice mistake. So C is wrong. Here the writer used the semicolon, no problem. So it can be in one of these. In your test, expect full stop, period, semicolon, single dash, colon. This means you close the previous sentence, you ended it. Start a new sentence, no problem. You can use the transition words at the beginning, followed by comma. In the middle, separated by two commas. At the end, preceded by comma. Here, he put it at the beginning. So it must be in this structure, comma after. This is called the punctuation of the transition word. Something else is about the meaning. I don't care about the meaning here. I care about the structure. The second one is addition, no problem. But here about the punctuation. So we have three positions at the beginning of the following, in the middle of the following, at the end of the following. So by all means, we must have sentence before. So be careful. So when you read in English, check the structure of any transition words. Can help your memories. Here it is the same again. The same again. But we need to check your content for 21. Let's prove why it's A. Why it's A? Let's check. Do we have to complete? Let's check. When I read very quickly, I found the semicolon end. So we test you for list. So look after the semicolon. You have the proper noun. So you must have proper noun after the semicolon to be in parallelism. So after the semicolon. Here semicolon, proper name can be semicolon, proper name, yes, but we need comma. So here no commas. It is the same look. Here we don't have semicolon. So both of them wrong. That's all, my friends. So it's exact proper noun. Here we have proper noun, name, and then definition or a positive phrase. So you need comma to make it in parallelism. So letter A.
Okay.
Here, cause and effect, cancer cells started to die because of this.
Consequently.
So we need cause and effect, consequently, or thus, or accordingly. That's all, my friend. Remember, however, to show contrast